Not that. So the problem was this barbecue went on fire again. Like a week ago, the house went on fire inside. That was funny too. But this valve was stuck. So the thing was at max, turning it. Thing's on fire. I'm going, what the hell? I just turned the gas off and put the fire out, but I couldn't turn it. So I go, oh man, the manifold assembly. So I just knew a couple people throwing these things out. I should have took the manifold assembly, never did. Next time I see one I will. But does it really go bad? $112 and looking and going, there gotta be some way to fix that. I take the little rubber cover off, I see 2 screws, I go, that valve has to come apart. So I go on YouTube, there's this heavy set guy on the YouTube. He has a video, he has an older Weber, like the old Genesis models that were made in America, not these Chinese junky ones that kind of last, but But he takes the valve apart, very similar, 2 screws. This has a different, like a plastic top on it. This is metal. He takes it all apart, almost identical to this, and he lubricates it, and it works again. Uses brake grease. So I just did this one. That was a problem. I'll show you how to do this one. I'll link the other guy's video as well, because I give credit to people who actually showed something. Unlike when I show something, I'm the first person to show it in the world, and people claim it as their own because they're selfish. That screw's very rusty. That's another thing that can happen. These screws can break off. But we'll try it. Hopefully this one will go. Oh, it's turning. A high quality screwdriver here. Super high quality screwdriver you need, not no cheap Chinese one. It strips easy. Forward, back, so it's like a metal screw. Lubricate the threads on the screw as well. If you take this off, it's all crusty with dirt and stuff. All crusty with dirt. There's a spring underneath it. Watch out for the spring. And you gotta clean it all with brake cleaner when you get it apart. 2 screws, we got the top off. You'll see a tiny spring. And then this is the cone. That's the valve cone. I thought there would have been like gaskets and stuff in here, but I just used a long screwdriver. The other one is very stuck. It was hard to get out. This one, like, it picks right out. The other one was jammed in there. But clean all that in there. Clean that hole. And then use brake grease. Put it all back together. And you save yourself money. Because it will work. So let me do that. I'll show you the steps. And basically just clean out that cone. You can also, if you're real crazy, you can clean out all the little holes and blast brake cleaner through it to make sure they're clean. There's gas that flows through those holes and they can be clogged over time. So you might actually have better grill performance after this. And then this, clean all in here because that's kind of like this moves. And pull it back, get that crack in there pretty good. Then I tried to get as much grease I could in there too after I cleaned it in stride. And just work it back and forth. When you apply your grease, again, I really thank that guy for posting that video because I would have never figured this out. I'm just like the only one who had the video on the internet, but people, again, will claim that, you know, I could have made the video and never even mentioned the guy like they do with me. But this, I just greased the 2 surfaces adjacent of the actual holes and then crammed it back in there. It seemed to work fine. So like that little ridge over here, and then the other ridge, and left nothing at the holes, and then greased all this up. I'll show you when it's done and greased. And 2 hands here, and grease the threads on the screws in case I need to take this apart again. Yeah, you could grease in there too, but I just do it like that basically and throw it back in. I'm probably using too much grease, but this one is not frozen. The other one was actually extremely frozen in there. That's where the problem resides, right in there. And then grease your spring. Spring goes on top, and then let's grease the other part. Kind of rusty. This thing's almost end of life with the frame and everything, so it's really to a point. Next time the grates go and the flavor bars, it's done. Put new barrels on your crossover tube. This happens. End of life. This thing actually might be upside down now. Oh no. That's like all like greased and stuff. What the deal is too, there's this big tab over there that kind of hangs out. You see, like, looks like a tease. Remember, that has to go in that groove over there. Or else you're never going to get it back together. And the valve only goes one way, which is this way. Tab does not go that way. Tab goes that way. So just remember that when we're installing. It is spring loaded, so, and then there's pupper screws in there, and then test it. But it frees up the sticky valves. This is totally amazing. Alright, all back together. If you're paranoid, you could check for like gas leaks and stuff too, soapy water, but I'm not that paranoid. This thing's still on? That's that's closed. It's open. Okay, yeah, I did leave it on. Let's see, nice and smooth. Push down, pops back up again. One, and the really bad one. It's dirty, so it doesn't ignite right away. And two, off. It's on all the speeds, not the speeds, the levels of gassiness. Turns off. And it's good to go. Gas is off. Okay. Ready for until it blows up, then we throw it out. Seriously, it's in bad shape.